Hello. So this is a bit of a strange video. I know I'm not usually in my kitchen. I don't know if you can see me, but I had to talk about this today because, as I mentioned in my last video, I'll be doing retreats in different parts of the world, and our first one is in Morocco. So anyway, I'll be doing this while I'm cooking because I'm hungry. I've just come from a yoga class and I'm starving. I'm hungry, girl. So forgive me. I hope you can hear me. But I wanted to talk about your life track, your life connections, and I'll tell you why. Because it's crazy how everything I've done or been through has connected to this moment now, like the retreats and everything. And I was just thinking while I was driving from my class today how we were discussing what we were going to do, because I'm going there in the next couple of weeks to kind of get things sorted, you know, products that I'm going to have there, yada yada. But we were talking and we were saying, wow, you know, it's crazy how life has connected us like this, like with my yoga instructor, Scott. So anyway, I wanted to talk about your life track and how important it is for you to keep a track on the things you go through, like the things you do and the things that happen to you, in order for you to understand that no matter if it's a good thing or a bad thing, it's preparing you for who you're supposed to be. Now, I honestly feel like these retreats are my purpose. Somehow life has been preparing me for these events, because in Morocco it's basically like a private house. There'll be it's an eco house, so it's luxurious, but at the same time I'm going to be in charge of everything, like the cooking, the cleaning, you know, housekeeping, all those things. That'll be on me. And I decided to take this on, as much as I'm the one organizing. And I think people underestimate how difficult it is to put something together and actually get people involved in what it is you're putting out there. Anyway, I was just thinking, when I first came to the UK, 2001, I think, was that? Yeah, 2001. And my first job, I was a housekeeper for the Royal Berkshire Hospital. I was the little MRSA girl. Do you remember that MRSA thing that happened that whole time? Yeah, I'm the one that kicked it out of that hospital. I got it. I fixed it, didn't I? So anyway, that was my job. I worked there for a couple of months while I was studying, and it was a tough job because we had to clean everything, and there were times where I just thought, what on earth am I doing? Like cleaning, you know, some people would do crazy things like smear their mess on the walls, and I'd have to clean that, or I'd have to clean the public toilets of that hospital. And you know what it's like, it can get messy. Or if someone passed away, you know, I'd have to go and clean their room and make sure it was ready for whoever was going in next. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, at the time I was going through it, you know, my first time here in the UK, was cold, I was miserable, but that job taught me so much about like cleaning and hygiene and how to do it quickly and what products to use, what not to use. You know, I'm working in a hospital environment, and at the time, I don't mind cleaning. I've always enjoyed cleaning, but you know, I really felt like I was suffering a little bit, and I was like, I don't want to work here anymore. I want something different. But that job paid so much. It paid well too. Like, I missed that job because I had shmoney at the time. This was like 2000. I had money. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to say, like, so that job gave me that mindset to say, keep grafting, keep going, and learn from this and everything. And actually I became Saturday supervisor from that, because they were like, this girl works hard, like she's here all the time and she does her job and she does it well, and we don't have MRSA anymore, so let's just give her a little boost. And it was a good thing for me at the time. I just thought, yeah, I can do this. I think sometimes people, especially now, people look down on jobs like that. I mean, obviously it's a bit more difficult to kind of work like that now. It's a lot of jobs are saturated at the moment. But I just wanted to say, like, if you feel like you're doing something and feel like you're struggling, it's not a struggle, it's a preparation for you to do something with your life later on. What I'm trying to say is that job has prepared me to be able to take over a house and be able to just feel comfortable with doing the housekeeping there, to save myself money. I'm just like, I can do this. They're gonna be 6 rooms. I can clean a room. And my other job was I was a housekeeper for the Holiday Inn. I was working for an agency at the time, but their thing was to get people in to work at the Holiday Inn. I can make a bed in under a minute, like a king size bed, properly. Like when you're tugging at those sheets, that was me. When you're in a hotel and you're trying to get the sheets over, I can do that. I do that in my house. So those things have prepared me to get to this point where I'm like, I'm gonna do the housekeeping, I'm gonna do the whatever else I need to do, the cooking as well. That's another thing. I come from quite a big family, 6 of us in the family, and I used to enjoy cooking for everyone. So it became kind of like I knew what to cook in order for my family to have a good filling meal at the time, and just something really tasty. And I've learned my flavors and everything else, how to work in a kitchen when you're catering to a large group of people. But I just wanted to say that, like, you have to watch your connections, like watch what life is connecting you to, and don't underestimate yourself. A lot of people feel like, especially now, we're bombarded with be this, be an entrepreneur, be that, be this, but nobody tells you how to work from the underground up, how to work from level 0 to level whatever it is you're gonna get to, level sky high. You have to graft, you have to work hard, you have to sometimes do things you don't want to do. Like, a lot of people these days don't want to do cleaning jobs. They're like, well, I can't do that job, I've got a degree, I've got this. But sometimes that's the only option that you've got at that time. Maybe it can teach you to actually run your own cleaning business. It could teach you to maybe learn to make your own cleaning products. Who knows? Who knows where you're gonna be in 10 years? I had no clue I was gonna be doing this. Like 2001, 2018, if you had told me, oh, in 2018 you're gonna be running retreats all over the world, liar. That's how I feel. But I look at my connections, every little thing, and I'm going to talk about each and every one that has happened, but I had to talk about this one first because it was my first job, and it was also my toughest job, because I saw a lot of things that I didn't want to see, especially with regards to like when people pass away, what happens afterwards. It was like, okay, I have to go in and do this, But anyway, just watch your life connections and watch what you're doing, and be grateful for every moment that you have, even the bad times, depression, the sadness, the anger, all those things. Learn to watch them and see how sometimes you have to go through those moments and the hard times. Sometimes they lead to something beautiful. Not sometimes, they always do. But it takes time. Like, it's been a long time coming for this. I'm like, couldn't this happen earlier, please? I wanted to say, like, if you're having a tough time now and you're feeling demotivated and you don't know what you want to do with your life, don't quit. Keep going. Just keep going and do what you have to do. I know it's tough to hear that and just thinking, oh, what's she talking about? But I'm telling you, ow, just burnt my fingers. It's important to just keep going. I've had so many failures. I tell you, so many. The story, 2014 story, my chest. It actually, that was the worst time of my life. Honestly, it was awful. One day I'll talk about it without crying, but it was bad. But I went through it, and I'm never going through that again, because I've taught myself to say, trust your instincts and trust yourself first. So, and it's been hard to trust people with, especially what I'm doing now, to bring other people in and have them there to actually help, you know, like not just helping, but we're working together as individuals still, but somehow we're a team. It's crazy. It's crazy. If I told you the connections I have now, you're gonna think I'm a witch. Yes, you know, but it's the process. Stay motivated. Don't quit. Don't feel like you're a failure. Don't feel like you're not doing something. Life is moving forward. Each day that you wake up, it's a step towards who you're meant to be. And learn from these things. Even if you have a shitty job, learn from a shitty job. You know, not all jobs are going to be great, but if you learn something, if you take in a skill from anything. I have great customer service skills. Let me tell you, 100%, my customer service is, it's perfect. I'm just going to 10 out of 10. No, actually 12 out of 10, okay? Because I learned something from a job that I didn't really want to do. But you have to learn to deal with people. Trace your life. Look back from the time you started putting your thoughts of who you want to be, you know, in line. Think about that time when you started thinking, what do I want to be? Where do I want to be? Look back and see what you've learned from then until now. And are you actually putting in the effort to get the life that you want to get? Because if you're not putting in the effort, it's not just going to come to you. It's not. And I'm telling you now, it's not just going to pop up and be like, yeah, this is what you're going to do. No. You have to work hard and you have to go through the process, whether you like it or not. Some people are lucky, even those who are given money by their parents to start something, they still go through hardships. You see companies that started with mom and dad and they fail. Why? Because maybe that person hasn't put in the graft and they actually don't know what they're doing. They have the image in their head, but they have no clue. Sometimes life has to teach you to go through certain things so you know what you're doing. Like, if this happens, this is how you counteract it. This is how you turn it into a positive experience. So anyway, I'm going to finish there because now I'm just talking and I'm starving. So keep track of your life. Learn from each failure, each mistake that you feel you're making. Learn from it and keep going. Don't learn from it and say, I'm done. I can't do this. It's not on. I'm not gonna have it. Don't come in and tell me, oh, I've done this and I quit. Don't tell me that, because I will push you to get back in line. So anyway, I'll leave it there, but I hope everybody has a great week. Baby girl gotta eat. I haven't even cooked, have I, really? But yeah, I had to put that out there. I had to say something because it was on my mind and I thought, wow, life really does push you. Like, my guardian angel has been pushing me in certain directions. She's smart. She's also crazy, but she's smart. I like her. So yeah, trust yourself, stay motivated, have a good week, and I'll speak to you guys in the next video. Hopefully then I won't be eating, but it will most likely be in the kitchen again. So I hope you've enjoyed this vid and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.